Probably my favourite part about this job is when someone calls about something a little unusual that I have in stock and they say that they've got a part exchange, because usually it's along those lines but a little older, which gets me really excited. And this is the perfect example of when that happened. So I had a lovely Lexus IS 250 for sale, and this guy calls me and he says, I've got a BMW 3 Series that I've had for 12 years, would you take it as a trade-in? Yes, tell me a bit more about it. Okay, it's a 330i, 2004, and it's still under a Bavarian BMW warranty and service plan. Yes, I'll have a look and see if I'm interested. Take a look around this in all its understated glory. Look at that. Just simplicity, splashed with a bit of wood trim, pure solid leather clad luxuriousness. Now what turned up wasn't quite the minter that I expected. It's got 152,000 miles and it was this guy's daily driver for 12 years, so it's certainly not a garage queen, but the spec on it more than made up for that. I saw it approaching and I saw that it had a sunroof, which is pretty rare on these, so I thought, oh, this is something pretty special. Then I saw that it was an SE, and knowing that it was a 330, you know, the kind of person that went and bought a 330i SE brand new, they were looking for luxuries and understated power rather than that horrible M Sport look. First thing that really hits me getting back into an E46 after all these years is just how small it is. This is a small car by today's standards. The cabin is, I'm not going to say cramped, everything is right where you want it to be. It's a fantastic place to be and to sit, and you can see why this was the ultimate driving machine, but my god, it's small. In fact, that 2012 Fiesta over there feels marginally bigger to drive than this. And you can see just why these were built as the ultimate driving machine. I mean, they're kind of drawing that slogan out now a bit with their disintegrating timing chains and fragile electrical systems, but back in the day, this car was just top of its game. The steering is beautifully precise, the cockpit is built around the driver, the handling is superb, and that engine and gearbox, ultimate driving machine. So the guy that traded it in to me had it for 12 years. Before that, it was owned by a doctor, apparently. He ordered the car new. That would make sense. And what he did was went into JKC Cars of Coleraine and asked for this rather anonymous looking, beautifully elegant E46 with a 3-litre straight 6 in SE trim with lashings of wood and about 80% of the options that you could put on it. So this car has electric seats with memory. It's got electrically folding wing mirrors, which I've never seen on one of these. It's got cruise control, it's got heated front seats, it's got the Harman Kardon hi-fi system integrated into this full color navigation with TV, Bluetooth connectivity, CD player and cassette player. It's also got automatic headlights, automatic wipers, xenon headlights with wash, electric tilt slide sunroof. There's a weird button down here that I don't know what the hell it's for. If you could tell me, that would be great. And the engine that could do this. And that is what makes people who spec a car like this so special. just create the most wonderful, understated, good at everything specs like this. This car is just, it just exceeds at everything. Well, the reason I put it on eBay is that it is starting to look a bit tatty. We've got this usual bit of rust around the rear arches. Remarkably, the front wings haven't actually gone, which usually does happen on these. They're good. Again, it just looks so right in this trim level and colour. Nice twin pipes, subtle, nothing to shout about. It did have a ridiculous M Sport badge here, which I took off because the beauty of this car is the fact that it's an SE. That arch is the same, and then we've got a little bit happening here. Just there. Oh, look at that. Yeah. You had really made it in 2004 if you were able to order something like that. And at 152,000 miles, it is still, hold on, got a bit of an overtake to do. No problem. It is still absolutely free of any rattles, any bangs, any squeaks. And you can see just how German cars were made back in the day. This just does not happen now, I'm sorry, but costs and everything like that have taken over, and this was just the high point of pure German solidity. They just feel like such a well-made car. Even the door shut has that real solid German clunk that's totally missing from the one that came after it. You'll have to excuse the warning lights. It is a 17-year-old BMW. Wouldn't be one without a little something with it. What a lovely place to sit. I really hope this car gets seen by some E46 mentalists, because they would spaff their pants over the spec on this car. Take a look at this. This is a lovely prehistoric nav system where the television's so old that the signal doesn't exist anymore. We've got there's the radio, and here is a really posh mechanism for inserting your essential Pavarotti cassette. And once you're done pottering around town listening to Pavarotti, enjoying the wood and smooth automatic gearbox, this thing's ready to go all out mentalist. And unleash all 6 cylinders of that beautiful soundtrack. Hooliganism in a Prada suit. It's fantastic. I really should have made this video before I listed it on eBay. I want to keep this thing. Yes, it's got its issues. It's got 150,000 miles, and yeah, there's a few bits to work through, the tatty bodywork included, but you forgive it everything once you get behind that wheel. Yes, I know the dash is lit up like a Christmas tree. That is, by the way, just the left-hand front ABS sensor. But things are going to go wrong along the way. It's an old car, but it just does everything so well. It's every car you need it to be. It's Jekyll and Hyde. It's got the spec that would put a lot of new cars to shame. It's really one of a kind, and I really hope it gets an appreciative home. Certainly a better car than the one that came after it. I'm off to enjoy this thing while I still can.